Before getting into the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a video. Welcome back everyone. In this video, I'll be explaining you how complex operations are being calculated by the Python interpreter. Suppose if we want to print 4 exponent 7 divided by 2 into 6 minus 4 into parenthesis 3 minus 4 divided by 2. Now, how is this going to be calculated? In mathematics, we had the rule BODMAS. BODMAS is basically brackets of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So that is the order how we calculate manually. But in Python, what happens is it follows the precedence rule and the associativity rule. Now, what is the precedence rule? Higher the priority, higher is the chances of getting calculated by the Python interpreter. And associativity rule is the order from left to right or maybe right to left, how the operations are being calculated. So the highest precedence is given to the parenthesis, and then comes the exponent, and after that multiplication, division, modulus, and integer division. These all have same priority, and after that the least priority one is the addition and subtraction. The parenthesis will be calculated first no matter what. After that the exponents will be calculated, and the order of the associativity is right to left for exponents. If we are given suppose 2 exponent 3 exponent 2, so we are getting output as 5 and 2. So basically here what happens is, first of all, it starts calculating from the rightmost, that is 3 power 2, which is 9. So 2 power 9, which is 512. This is how it calculates. Now let us come back to our example, that is how is 4 star 7 and that is calculated. So first of all, what will happen is it will see which is the highest priority. So here we have brackets. So first of all, these parentheses will be solved, and inside the parentheses again we have subtraction and division. So division is of higher priority, so it will be calculated first. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and after that 3 minus 2 is 1. So parenthesis part is done, and after that the exponents are having the highest priority in the remaining equation. So 4 to the power 7 is 16384, and after that we'll perform the division, which will give 8192, and after that into 6, which is 49152, and after that see here we have 2 multiplication, so we'll solve those, and after that we'll perform the subtraction part. So here we have got 8192 into 6, which is 49152, and in the rightmost multiplication 4 into 1, which is 4 only, and so the final product is 49152 minus 4, which is 49148. that is our output. So you can try to solve different types of equations by using these all, and try to predict how the output is going to come. You can try to Google more about this precedence rule in Python and associativity, all about it, and try more complex operations and equations in Python. So now switching to variables. Variables can be seen as something whose values can be changed, or something in which we can store data. Like we can store data and change that stored data anytime we wish to. Now let's suppose we want to print something like, "Hi, I'm James, I'm 20 years old," and in the next statement print, "Hi, I am Charlie, I am 70 years old." And again, if we want to print, "Hi, I am James, I am 70 years old." Now here what happens is we can simply use variables in this kind of statements. Like if we want to repeat one such thing, like James and James is being repeated and the age is again repeated, so we can use the variable named as name, which is equal to James, and age, which is equal to 20. And then again we can use name 1, which is equal to Charlie, and age 1, which is equal to 70. So we can simply convert these statements as hi, I am, comma, then name, then I am. We have to use this 21, so we'll write age, years old, the same. And in the next statement, instead of writing Charlie, we'll just write name 1. And instead of 70, we can write age 1. And in the next statement, we can use again print I am name and then I am 70 years old, which is age 1. This variable stores 70, so we'll use age 1 here. And we can use this variable multiple times, like in any statement. So this is how variables work. We can just simply switch to a simpler option. And this is how variables are used to store data. And there are certain rules to define a variables. The first and foremost rule is that a variable cannot start with number. Like if we want to give a name to the variable as 1a equal to something, and if we just press enter, we'll get error because we cannot write a number followed by some characters to store a data, because that will be overridden or that will be inappropriately performed inside the Python interpreter. So it is better not to use that because it is not in the convention. So this was the first rule. After that, the second rule is that the only symbol which we can use in variable is the underscore. Besides that, we cannot use, and we can use underscore in the beginning of the variable name. So we can write underscore name equal to James. So this is the value that can be stored inside a variable whose name starts with underscore. And so yeah, third rule is the same as the second rule, that is we cannot use any symbol inside the variable name, neither in the starting nor in the middle or the end of it. So yeah, that was the third rule. And the next rule is that we can either use snake case writing or camel case writing in Python variables. So what is snake case writing? We can give the name to a variable as user underscore name underscore person. So this is what snake case writing means. And what does camel case writing mean? It uses upper cases in between. Like you cannot start it with the capital letter, but in between you can use one capital letter. So for example, in this case, we can write user capital O, then normal NE, which is equal to something. So yeah, this is camel case writing. Now you might have got the difference between snake case writing and camel case writing. You can use it. So this is all about the variable rules. You must keep this in mind so that to avoid more frequent errors in your code. So that was it for some explanation about the complex mathematical operations and a brief about variables in Python. If you like this video, hit the like button, drop your queries in the comment section below, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.